the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And tonight, Rudy Gobert, known as the Stifle Tower for his suffocating defense. But Kenny, what about his upside offensively?
Well, he doesn't really need to score or be a go-to scorer to help his team. His activity on both ends of the floor, rim sprints, blocking shot, and defense, that's the best. But he can continue to progress in those.
I got you score.
We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah, it's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got time for...
Well, guys...
Great stuff, David. Thank you. Coming down the stretch, Chris, you made the postseason 10 times in your terrific career. Talk about the late season push when these games are so meaningful.
You know, Kevin, I would always talk to teams in the locker room right before the All-Star break and say, everybody go home, relax, have as much fun as you can, because when we get back, it's all business. What you have to do is have the same focus and intensity and excitement and passion that you do coming into training camp. And if you do not have that going out of the All-Star break into that postseason run, then your team really is being set up for failure. It's all about energy and your mind frame at that moment. That's why that break at All-Star is so important, because you leave everything behind and you say, now we're back and we're really here. We're playing now for what we really want, and that's the championship. This is where physical and mental toughness is really tested.
Good explanation. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. AI is out there with Harris, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Favors lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
now, here's AI. Tight defense on him. Kuzma passes to AI. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And here's Cephalosha. He brings it up for Utah. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of them.
Exum kicks to Mitchell. The three doesn't go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. AI passes to LeBron. Pass to AI. Lock at 6. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by AI. Kuzma's got his first 2 points.
The mobility of Kuzma coming into play there. Outstanding at setting good screens and rolling fast.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. AI kicks to LeBron. Back to AI. Exum pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the slam dunk by McGee.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Jazz passing it around. Here's Mitchell. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A nice shot by AI.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Exum. And then for the Lakers, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Harris. And Ball subbed in for AI. Rubio with a wide open look. Rebound the Lakers. Utah ends up going with a new group. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Brandon Ingram. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And AI is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Then it's Exum, then it's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's Neto in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Good on the shot. 6 points for LeBron.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Wizards made some terrific plays. He scored 18 points and he added a few assists as he was able to set up his teammates for good looks. He performed really well, and I could see his role expanding if he continues to make that kind of impact, Kevin.
Nice work, David. Thank you. His contribution in that game was a big one.
And whenever he's that effective, it makes them so much stronger as a team. Doesn't have to do it all, but it helps when he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, especially when you know a team's ready for you. He's going to have a lot of eyes on him tonight, so he's going to have to step his game up. The defense is going to be ready for him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game. Let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to the 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Cephalosha misses.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's AI. And he overshot that one, missing. Jazz trail by 8. Passes it to Exum. And stolen by Kuzma. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Harris dishes to AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by AI. AI's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Utah's ball. Exum kicks to Gobert. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's AI. Shoots over Exum, and it's LeBron missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
And that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Yeah, I'm surprised the defense didn't do a better job of adjusting. I mean, extending out on him a little bit more.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with AI. And it's LeBron at the small forward. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
Here's AI. Favors with the rebound.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Cephalosha kicks to Favors. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at the Rockets. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Utah making a change here. Korver's checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. Good on the bucket. Kuzma's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And here is Cephalosha. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's AI. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Rubio outside. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. LeBron with the block.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror when you're drawn to the hole.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got favors. Jay Crowder out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Exum in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Down low. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Cephalosha kicks to Crowder. It's good.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Now, here's AI. Covered by Rubio. Back to AI. At the elbow, it's James. Lays it up off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 13.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The pass to Cephalosha. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats. Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2. 1 being Anthony Davis. In fact, he can get his shot. He's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a 3. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and 1, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Here's Mitchell. Corey Harris with the defensive effort.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
AI can't hit. Mitchell outside. And Utah again with the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Lakers leading by 12, and Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Mitchell with it, but Trey. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And that one misses. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Mitchell.
Oh, that athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Here's AI. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Exum deciding where to go with it to the inside. And stolen by Kuzma. From 13, that misses off the backboard. For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
Here's AI. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
A little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the rim.
Let's just call it what it is. Great body control in the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he was.
To the middle, here's McGee. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. So he gets them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
AI outside. Harris passes to AI. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He gets the first, that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Mitchell drops them both.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. No, he's not going to miss.
And the Lakers call time here. They lead by 2. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Dante Exum.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1, we'll see if they try.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldrin.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument can be made for either case.
Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guard against them.
Mitchell left side. Cephalosha has the open look. The 3 won't fall. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did.
So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Lakers in Los
Game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Utah. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now for some free agents who won't be heading to the postseason, Clark, these could be the final games with their teams. And you think that looms over a player's psyche, knowing he could be on the way out, playing somewhere else next year?
Kevin, I'm sure it's sometimes hard to ignore if that's your particular individual case. It would be definitely hard to not give thought to that, but there's something about the game when you get immersed in it, you can't really be thinking about other things, but I'm sure in those moments when you're not playing, then it becomes more prevalent in your thinking if you happen to be a player in that particular situation. And at the end of the day, you just got to recognize it as part of the business of the game.
It's always there, isn't it? The business of the game, always in front of these players.
Yep.
Now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with James Borrego. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Corey Harris with the jam.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pitch.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
AI can't hit.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And it's Walker that time on the assist from Bridges. 8 points for Kemba Walker. And even though he's still a young guy, Coach Borrego's seen how to do things the right way, Clark, under Coach Greg Popovich.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just another branch coming off the Popovich coaching tree. And, you know, his tenure, Borrego's tenure in Charlotte, I think will be interesting to watch, but he certainly has been well prepared for it.
Here's Lamb following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to Walker, all sorts of time, and he hits the jump shot. Walker's got 10.
And he